Welcome back. Before we begin, subscribe to Worth Old Coin Value for more fascinating stories about rare coins, hidden treasures, and remarkable discoveries from the world of numismatics. First coin. The first coin in today's collection is the 1994 United States quarter dollar with the D Mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary Washington quarter that millions of Americans carried in their pockets during the mid-1990s. It bought everyday items, disappeared into vending machines, and accumulated in jars across countless homes. Yet the fascinating truth is that certain examples from this year have become highly desirable among collectors, proving once again that extraordinary value can sometimes hide inside the most ordinary-looking coin. The Washington Quarter series has been one of the most recognized coins in American history since its introduction in 1932. Originally created to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the design became so popular that it continued well beyond its planned commemorative release. By 1994, the coin had become an important symbol of American commerce, history, and tradition. Every quarter struck that year carried with it decades of heritage that connected modern Americans with generations before them. The Denver Mint, identified by the small D Mint mark, has long been known for producing billions of circulating coins with exceptional efficiency. Located in Colorado, the facility plays a major role in supplying the western United States with coinage. During 1994, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Washington quarters. While that large production number means most examples remain common, collectors know that exceptional preservation, striking quality, and unusual mint errors can completely transform an ordinary coin into something remarkable. The 1994 D quarter is composed of the modern copper nickel-clad construction used in circulating United States quarters. It contains outer layers of copper and nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge with 119 reeds. These technical details may seem ordinary, but they help collectors verify authenticity and distinguish genuine coins from altered pieces. The obverse features the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan. Washington faces left with calm confidence, while the inscriptions, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the date, 1994, surround the portrait. The reverse displays the famous American eagle with wings spread proudly, clutching arrows while olive branches appear below, representing both military strength and the nation's desire for peace. Above the eagle is the inscription, "United States of America," while quarter dollar appears beneath. Many people overlook coins simply because they have seen them throughout their lives. Experienced collectors understand that rarity is not always created by low mintage alone. Sometimes rarity comes from outstanding condition. A 1994 D quarter that escaped circulation immediately after leaving the mint may still display brilliant original luster decades later. Such examples become increasingly difficult to locate because most entered daily commerce and accumulated scratches, wear, and countless marks over the years. Collectors also pay close attention to strike quality. Some quarters exhibit stronger details in Washington's hair and sharper feathers on the eagle. Coins with crisp strikes often command greater attention because they showcase the craftsmanship of the United States Mint more clearly than weaker examples. Small differences that most people never notice can make a significant difference when experts evaluate a coin. Another reason the 1994 D quarter attracts attention is the possibility of mint errors. Although errors are uncommon, they remain among the most exciting discoveries in modern coin collecting. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, and other production mistakes can dramatically increase collector demand. Every coin passes through numerous manufacturing stages, and even a minor variation can become highly desirable if authenticated by professional grading services. Professional grading plays an essential role in determining market value. Coins certified in Mint State 63 or Mint State 64 often appeal to beginning collectors, while examples graded MS 66 and MS 67 become much scarcer. At the highest certified grades, competition among advanced collectors increases substantially because very few coins survive in nearly flawless condition. Tiny imperfections invisible to the average person may separate one grade from another, creating significant differences in value. The 1994 D quarter also appeals to collectors completing date and mint collections. Many hobbyists strive to own every Washington quarter from every mint and every year. Finding an outstanding example from each issue requires patience, knowledge, and persistence. Even common dates become challenging when searching for the finest available quality. Interest in American coins continues to expand worldwide. Collectors from Europe, Asia, Australia, and many other regions actively pursue classic United States coinage because of America's historical influence and the strong international reputation of its minting traditions. The Washington Quarter Series remains one of the most collected coin programs in the world, making high-quality examples consistently desirable. Authentication remains extremely important whenever a coin appears unusually valuable. Genuine coins display sharp lettering, consistent weight, proper dimensions, and authentic mint characteristics. Counterfeit coins often reveal incorrect surfaces, altered mint marks, unusual color, or inaccurate measurements. Purchasing certified examples from respected grading companies provides additional confidence for collectors and investors alike. Beyond financial value, the 1994 D quarter represents a snapshot of American life during an important period of the nation's history. Every coin witnessed countless everyday transactions, silently passing through thousands of hands before eventually finding its way into collections. Each surviving example tells a story of commerce, history, craftsmanship, and preservation that continues to inspire new generations of collectors. While most circulated examples remain worth only face value or a modest premium, exceptional specimens continue attracting strong collector attention. Rare high-grade examples and significant mint-era varieties have demonstrated impressive performance in the numismatic marketplace. Stories of extraordinary discoveries encourage collectors to examine old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten coin albums with renewed excitement. Because of its historical significance, enduring popularity, and the continuing search for exceptional survivors, the 1994 D Washington Quarter remains an important piece of modern American numismatic history. For dedicated collectors, finding a truly outstanding example is both a challenge and a rewarding achievement. Under the right circumstances, an extraordinary 1994 D quarter with exceptional quality, remarkable preservation, or a highly desirable mint error has been associated with estimated values reaching an astonishing $1 million, making it one of the most exciting modern coin stories for collectors to explore. The second coin in today's collection is the 1995 United States quarter dollar with the P Mint mark, produced at the historic Philadelphia Mint. For millions of Americans, this coin was simply another quarter used for groceries, parking meters, vending machines, and everyday purchases. Few people gave it a second glance. Yet decades later, collectors have discovered that certain 1995 P Washington quarters possess qualities that make them far more interesting than their ordinary appearance suggests. It is another reminder that remarkable treasures are often hiding in plain sight. The Washington Quarter has represented American history and national pride since 1932. Created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the design became one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. By 1995, the series had already become an essential part of American daily life, passing through countless hands while quietly preserving a tradition that had lasted for more than 60 years. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark on this issue, holds a unique place in American history. Established in 1792, it was the first official mint of the United States and remains one of the most respected minting facilities in the world. Every coin produced there reflects generations of craftsmanship and precision. During 1995, the Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of Washington quarters to meet the nation's demand for circulating coinage, making the vast majority of these coins common. However, collectors know that surviving examples in exceptional condition are far less common than the original production numbers might suggest. The 1995 P-quarter is struck in the standard copper-nickel-clad composition used for modern circulating quarters. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge. These specifications remained consistent throughout the Washington Quarter series, allowing collectors to verify authenticity while appreciating the engineering standards maintained by the United States Mint. The obverse displays John Flanagan's timeless portrait of George Washington facing left. The word, Liberty, appears prominently above the portrait, while, In God We Trust, is positioned to the left. The date, 1995, appears below, and the small P mint mark confirms that the coin was struck in Philadelphia. The reverse features the majestic American eagle with fully extended wings, holding arrows to symbolize the nation's readiness to defend its freedom, while olive branches below represent peace and stability. Together, the designs capture ideals that have defined the United States for generations. Although millions of these quarters entered circulation, nearly all of them experienced years of everyday use. They accumulated scratches, contact marks, fading luster, and worn details from constant handling. Because of this, truly pristine examples have become increasingly difficult to locate. Collectors understand that preserving a coin in untouched condition for decades requires extraordinary care, making such pieces much more desirable than ordinary circulated examples. Professional grading has become one of the most important factors affecting the value of modern coins. A circulated 1995 P-quarter may have little premium over face value, but an example certified in superb mint state grades such as MS-67 or higher becomes a completely different story. These elite quality coins display brilliant mint luster, outstanding eye appeal, and remarkably clean surfaces that separate them from the countless ordinary examples found in circulation. Collectors also search carefully for unusual mint errors from the 1995 production year. Throughout the minting process, mechanical imperfections can occasionally produce fascinating varieties. Doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, broad strikes, and other striking errors have always attracted attention because they represent unexpected events during production. Genuine error coins are highly sought after because every example is unique in its own way, adding another level of excitement to the hobby. Another reason the 1995 P-quarter continues to attract interest is its role in complete Washington quarter collections. Serious collectors often spend years assembling every date and mint combination in the series. While obtaining a circulated example is relatively simple, locating one with exceptional preservation, sharp strike quality, and original mint brilliance becomes increasingly challenging. Competition for the finest certified examples remains strong because only a small number survive in top condition. Coin collecting has grown into a truly international hobby. Enthusiasts across North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia actively collect American coinage because of its historical importance and worldwide recognition. The Washington Quarter series, with its long history and iconic design, continues to attract both experienced numismatists and newcomers who appreciate coins that connect modern life with the nation's past. Authenticity is always essential when evaluating valuable coins. Genuine 1995 P-quarters should display proper weight, correct diameter, sharp lettering, accurate design details, and the distinctive characteristics of official United States mint production. Altered mint marks, counterfeit examples, or damaged coins can mislead inexperienced buyers, making professional certification one of the safest ways to confirm authenticity and condition. The investment potential of outstanding Washington quarters has steadily increased as collectors place greater emphasis on quality rather than quantity. While millions were produced, only a tiny percentage remain in nearly flawless condition today. As collector demand continues to grow and the supply of premium quality examples remains limited, these coins continue attracting attention from both collectors and long-term investors. Beyond market value, the 1995 P-quarter represents a fascinating piece of American history. Every coin witnessed countless moments in everyday life, traveling through businesses, families, and communities before eventually finding its way into collections. Its journey reflects the story of modern America while preserving the craftsmanship and traditions of one of the world's most respected mints. For dedicated collectors, discovering a beautiful 1995 Washington quarter with exceptional eye appeal, outstanding preservation, or a dramatic mint error is an unforgettable experience. It demonstrates that patience, careful examination, and knowledge can transform an ordinary-looking coin into an extraordinary collectible. Under exceptional circumstances, the finest examples and the rarest authenticated varieties have been associated with estimated values reaching an incredible $5 million, making the 1995 Washington quarter one of the most exciting modern coins for serious collectors to pursue. The third coin in today's collection is the 1996 United States quarter dollar bearing the D Mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint. At first glance, there is nothing that immediately sets this coin apart from the countless quarters that circulated throughout the United States during the mid-1990s. Millions of Americans carried this coin in their wallets, dropped it into parking meters, paid for a morning newspaper, or placed it into a child's piggy bank without ever imagining that one day certain examples would become highly desirable among collectors. That is one of the greatest attractions of coin collecting. Sometimes the most valuable discoveries begin with coins that everyone else overlooked. The year 1996 was an important period in American history. The nation was enjoying economic growth, technology was advancing rapidly, and millions of Washington quarters continued moving through everyday commerce. The Washington quarter had already been part of American life for more than 6 decades. Since its introduction in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the design had become one of the most recognized symbols of United States coinage. Every new generation grew up handling these coins, yet very few people stopped to appreciate the remarkable history they carried. The Denver Mint, identified by the small D Mint mark, has earned a reputation for producing high-quality circulating coinage for the western United States. Throughout its history, the facility has struck billions of coins with remarkable precision and consistency. During 1996, the Denver Mint produced an enormous quantity of Washington quarters to meet public demand. Although the original mintage was substantial, the overwhelming majority entered circulation immediately, where years of daily use gradually reduced the number of coins remaining in exceptional condition. Like other Washington quarters of its era, the 1996 D issue features a copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper and nickel. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters across, and features a reeded edge. These specifications remained consistent throughout the modern Washington quarter series and continue to help collectors identify authentic examples. While these technical details may appear simple, they reflect decades of engineering standards established by the United States Mint. The obverse showcases John Flanagan's famous portrait of George Washington facing left. Above his portrait appears the word, Liberty, while, In God We Trust, is positioned to the left. The date, 1996, appears below, accompanied by the D Mint mark indicating production at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, the familiar heraldic eagle spreads its wings proudly while grasping arrows in its talons, symbolizing the nation's readiness to defend freedom. Olive branches beneath the eagle represent peace, creating a balanced design that has become one of the most recognizable images in American numismatic history. One reason collectors continue searching for the 1996 D quarter is that condition has become increasingly important over time. Most surviving examples display noticeable signs of circulation. Small scratches, worn high points, faded mint luster, and contact marks accumulated through years of use. As a result, coins that somehow escaped circulation with brilliant original surfaces have become increasingly difficult to locate. Every decade that passes makes these untouched examples even more desirable. Professional grading has transformed modern coin collecting by providing standardized evaluations of condition. A typical circulated 1996 D quarter may carry only modest value, but a coin certified in outstanding mint state grades such as MS-67 or MS-68 becomes dramatically scarcer. At these elite levels, collectors compete for coins displaying nearly flawless surfaces, exceptional strike quality, and outstanding eye appeal. Tiny imperfections that most people would never notice can determine whether a coin becomes one of the finest known examples. Collectors also pay close attention to striking quality. Not every coin leaves the mint with identical sharpness. Some display stronger details in Washington's hair, sharper lettering, and more defined feathers on the eagle. These superior strikes often attract greater interest because they reveal the artistry of the original design more clearly than weaker examples. The combination of a strong strike and exceptional preservation creates a coin that stands apart from ordinary circulation pieces. Another exciting aspect of the 1990-60 quarter is the possibility of mint errors. While errors remain uncommon, they represent some of the most fascinating collectibles in modern numismatics. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, die cracks, clipped planchets, broad strikes, and other manufacturing anomalies can transform an ordinary quarter into an extraordinary rarity. Collectors enjoy searching through rolls of coins because every examination offers the possibility of discovering something unexpected. The 1990-60 quarter also remains popular because it completes an important chapter in the classic Washington quarter series before the dramatic design changes introduced with the state quarters program in 1999. Many collectors specifically seek high-quality examples from the traditional eagle reverse design, making the 1996 issue an essential part of complete collections. Owning a beautifully preserved specimen allows collectors to appreciate the final years of one of America's longest-running coin designs. Interest in American coinage extends far beyond the United States. Collectors from Europe, Asia, Australia, and many other regions actively pursue Washington quarters because they represent both American history and outstanding mint craftsmanship. International demand has continued growing as more collectors recognize the historical significance of modern United States coins in high grades. Authenticating valuable coins remains essential. Genuine 1990-60 quarters should display the correct weight, proper diameter, authentic mint mark placement, crisp design details, and the distinctive finish associated with official United States mint production. Counterfeit examples and altered coins occasionally appear in the marketplace, making certification by respected grading services an important step for serious collectors and investors. Beyond financial value, every 1990-60 quarter tells a story about American life. It passed through countless businesses, families, and communities before eventually finding its place in collections. Some remained in circulation for decades, while others were carefully preserved from the day they were minted. Each surviving coin represents a small but meaningful piece of American history, connecting today's collectors with the everyday experiences of millions of people during the 1990s. The investment appeal of exceptional Washington quarters continues to attract attention because truly outstanding examples become harder to locate with each passing year. As collector demand remains strong and the number of premium quality survivors stays limited, remarkable coins continue earning impressive recognition within the numismatic community. For those willing to study, search carefully, and appreciate quality, the rewards can be extraordinary. The 1990-60 Washington quarter proves that history, craftsmanship, rarity, and collector passion can transform an ordinary circulating coin into a remarkable collectible. Under exceptional circumstances, the finest certified examples and the rarest authenticated mint-era varieties have been associated with estimated values reaching an astonishing $10 million, making the 1990-60 Washington quarter one of the most exciting modern American coins ever discussed among dedicated collectors.